Set 9 just came out in English, and this is my tier list. I already put most of the decks here from my last tier list. I'm gonna start with Viamance Bruce. I think Viamance Bruce still needs a little more, and I think he has a little bit lower hand size compared to the rest of meta. So I think he's like around Orphist's level. Dote got a new promo that allows him to put an Overlord to Soul. So now they can run the end in the right deck and makes the deck faster. So I think the end is better than Lutetia right now. Bavsagara got a Arm Searcher, but I think it's still not good enough, and she's having a hard time against the meta, since Eva you cannot retire Obscudite, and then Lutetia you can just bounce your rear guards. A lot of the decks here have no problem with their rear guards getting retired, or they can avoid it getting retired. Then you can use Inlet in Flagberg. So yeah, I think Bav's a little more lower now in B. And then the snake is not yet in English, but it is showing results in Japan. It pretty much replaced Shoujo. It can do 6 attacks and can search cards from the deck. So I think it's gonna be up here, like A tier. Then Nirvana I already put here. Overlord just the same. Unica can draw from Gangram, so you just Soul Blast 3, draw 1, and then you can just put the triggers from Drop to Soul. But she only has 3 attacks. She gets 1 drive and a crit, and she can also use Clean Sweep, so I think she's okay. Like same power level with Bruce, I think, or maybe Bav. Actually, maybe better than Bav because she has Clean Sweep, and you can put the Obscudites to Soul. Then Bastion is just the same. I'll put it. He got the I think Rondalia. I'm not sure of the name, but it's a card you can put to Soul, and then it gets boost. And then if you Soul, I think you can put it out of Soul to also give your rear guards boost. So I think Bastion a bit better now, or more consistent. Tegria already here. PBO. Youthberg got Dual Break, and he gets more power now, and I think he's still S tier for me. Oh yeah, PBO got a promo that counts as 2 rear guards when retired, and allows his Blaster Darks to twin drive in on the rear guard. So I think PBO got a better high roll now. So I think he's one of the top in B or A. Or actually maybe A, like lowest A. MLB got a promo that gives him a 4th attack and gives his grade 2 boost. So he brings out the Blaster Blade and Dark from Soul to rear guard, but after that they're just there and you cannot get them back to Soul. So that's the only problem, and it's not Blaster, so you cannot search it. So I think MLB still have issues. Then Vanguard, new deck. I think Vanguard has pressure because of Brandgate's OT, Eldo Breath. So that's why I think he's strong, because it's a restanding Vanguard in Brandgate. And so I think it's decent. Maybe a bit better than Viamat's Bruce. Or maybe same level, same power level. Wellstra's the biggest change. He got two cards that made him from D tier to I think now A tier. The only issue is compared to the rest of the decks in S tier, he cannot. There's a lot that can go wrong with him because the deck relies on free height a lot, or so much, or relies on free height. And then, but now it can do 5 attacks in turn 3 if it wanted to. Got free height that can search a Persona Ride or the grade 3 product and put it into the order zone. So the only problem is the deck relies so much on free height to work, and it also discard. You also need to discard. So, and it has a grade 2 product that allows grade 2 product that on place draw 1 soul charge, and then if it's operated in main phase, you can check top 5, call 1. In battle phase, draw 1. So it replaces the old order most of the time, or you can run the old order just in case you don't get free height. And then, so yeah, so the only problem with Welstra is when you don't get free height, and I think, and the other decks here just plus more compared to Welstra, because you're putting the order and you draw 1, so you're not really plusing unless it's called from skill, and free height still discard. And Dianos got the new hero. I don't remember much the skill, but I know it was like when discarded you can call it or something like that. But I think it makes the heroes deck better. So I think it's B now. Then Gravidia, I think Gravidia fell off because it just relies so much on triggers and Persona Ride, and it loses gas, or like sometimes the deck just doesn't do anything when after a while. Sometimes it can't keep up with the other decks, like yeah, it runs out of gas quickly sometimes. So Granfia 4 attacks, and then one is gets plus 25k, so it's okay. And this deck relies on plant tokens, but I don't think it's that good right now. Then I think was still Leonor not here yet. Kyrie here, and yeah, I think that's. And I forgot one thing, Messiah, since he's still not yet here in English, but if I were to put him, I'll put him in S also. Yeah, so this is my set 9 tier list.